Today on Awakening with Amy, how you create your own reality. Welcome. I'm Amy Valentine, here to help awaken within you your ideal life so you can be, do, and have any desire. Today, we're going to talk about how we create our own reality. This is really powerful. Once we really start to embody this idea, then really, I think the world is our oyster. It's just unlimited possibilities, right? So how do we get there? And do you even realize that you have this power, this God-given power to mold and shape your reality no matter what is happening? That's what we're going to delve into today. Really powerful. And it really stems from a couple of things. Something that happened to me just recently. I'll share it with you. And also I had a client and she was asking me, she manifested all these things that felt like they were out of the blue. And it was really, she didn't get it, right? She's like, well, how did this even happen? I said, well, it didn't come out of the blue. It came out of you. You just weren't aware. There's Leo. Anyway, so you create your own reality. There's no other rule. The deeper meaning in that is it's not about the circumstances. It's not about the conditions. It's about the power that lies within you. The power that's hidden in plain sight, so to speak. It's within us. And that is our ability to focus. We have the free will to choose what we consciously put our focus and attention on, because this is where we often get tripped up. The only reason why we're living or perpetuating unwanted realities, or we don't have what we want and aren't living our dreams, is because we're so focused on what is out there that we want to change, or we want to fix within ourselves, or we're so focused, we're using all our power as source, seeking out there for answers, or seeking within our minds. Well, what did I do wrong? We put all of our attention and focus on that, and that's why our dreams elude us. And can it really be this simple? Yes. And that's what this video is going to be about today. So we shape our own reality because we are the only one that can perceive in our reality. We're the only thinker in our reality. Think of it like, this is what I told my client. I said, think about the divine mind. All that is, infinite intelligence. I said, think of that as a big circle. Put that on a piece of paper. And I said, and then draw a dot in the center of that circle. And that dot is you, the real you, your consciousness. And what you put your focus and attention on, that divine mind, because it's just pure unconditional love, just reciprocates, gives it right back to you in some way, shape, or form. That's how we create our own reality. Because the universal force, God, infinite intelligence, is not judgmental. It's pure unconditional love. And I know our ego, our physical mind can't even grasp that. So don't even try. It's just that pure unconditioned awareness of being, and created us to be aware of something through us as us. So when we're looking out there, we're separating ourselves from our power. There is no power in the outer world. Remember what Neville said, what you think is a physical, solid form world is actually an assumptive world. Our assumptions create our own physical, personal experience. And remember what assumption is. Last week, I gave the Oxford Dictionary's definition of an assumption in the video. I'll link it somewhere in the description. But an assumption is a belief, a thought that something is true or that something will happen, but there's absolutely no proof. That's what an assumption is, and that's the power we have to mold and shape our reality, because we have the power to put our attention and awareness on anything we choose. So that is your power, to choose. And the only thing that gets us tripped up is when we try to change things because we're coming from lack and we're trying to fix it, and we think we have to do more to have more. No. So let's read a quote. Today I picked a quote from this book, The Magician's Way by William Whitecloud, to kind of weave in, because I think it's really powerful to understand the ways we get tripped up. We think our thoughts and ideas, we put all this reality, this solidity to things that aren't real, and it takes our attention and focus away from what's really powerful within us. So let me read the quote, and then I'll get deeper into the video. The first secret. This is the 7 secrets of magic. The first secret. Your thoughts and feelings aren't real. Your thoughts and feelings are expressions of your underlying assumptions in any moment, not reflections of actual reality or what is truly possible. Your thoughts and feelings aren't real. They are only proof or evidence of an underlying assumption. How powerful is that? That's all it is. It's just your thoughts and feelings are evidence of assumptions that you're holding to be true. Remember what an assumption is. There's no proof. It's just an idea. It's just a thought, a belief, an idea with absolutely no proof behind it. That's how you create your own reality. You get to choose. You can mold your reality to be anything you want. That's the only thing you need to believe, that you are an unlimited, infinite being here in a physical body to create your ideal. And it's moment to moment to moment to moment, right? We change our mind on what we want all the time, right? So, and the world shows us, our experiences show us what we're assuming to be true, and that is all moldable and changeable. And it's only now, right? So what we put our attention on, we become more aware of, right? We wouldn't put our attention and focus on it if we didn't identify with it. If we didn't somewhere within us think that that's a truth. And now that we know that that is not ultimate truth, that they're just ideas about reality, not reality, that's how you take your power back. So put your trust and awareness on your higher thought, on that inner being, instead of what you see out there, on physical reality, right? Because when we focus and put our attention on out there, we give all our power away to the people, to the circumstances, to the events. And then we let that dictate who we say we are. We let that tell us who we are, right? Why give our power away? No, we take our power back, because everybody is just showing up the way we're assuming they're going to show up anyway. So the only reason why the unwanted things persist in our life is because we give it reality with our awareness and attention. So the only ever thing to do is to ask yourself, we remember, we want to move within. We want to rearrange our mind within, see things in a different light, from that higher light. The only reason why we think things are difficult to change is because we're putting our power into that condition, into that illness, into that financial status, into the job or the people, the relationship. We're giving our power away to that to make us happy or sad, fulfilled or not fulfilled. And in any moment, you can change your mind and say, no, I'm taking my power back. I have the power to imagine whatever I want. I can do whatever I want in my imagination. That is my power. It's to choose not to change. It's to choose not to fix. It's to choose not to judge, right? That's our power. So, where is my attention? That's the only thing you ever need to ask yourself. And remember, manifesting, experiencing reality is paradoxical, like Bashar says. On one hand, we have our conscious mind. The physical mind is only job is to focus on something, put our attention on something. So assume it's yours, intend it. It's already done, it's mine. And then let go of the how. Surrender it up to your higher self, to that higher thought. Understanding that whatever I think into that divine mind, remember, put yourself at the center. What I think into that divine mind, it reciprocates. It gives me back that exact thing. Let me tell you real quick, a personal example. Yesterday, I had a friend come over. Actually, it's my ex. We lived together for 10 years. He stopped over to drop something off to me. And you guys know, a lot of you know, some of you don't, but I have 2 cats. And he doesn't like cats. So anyway, make a long story short, he came over and my one cat, my boy cat Leo, was rubbing up against his legs. And my friend, my ex, booted him away. 5 minutes later, Leo comes back, does it again, and my friend kicks him this time. Not hard, just kind of shoot him away. But that got me mad. I was just like, what are you doing? Why'd you do that? And he was like, well, I don't want cat hair all over my pant leg. And I said, well, if you don't want cat hair on your leg, maybe you shouldn't come over to my house because I have 2 cats now. And he basically took that as a big old hint to leave. Anyway, so why am I telling and sharing the story? Look, I reacted to the circumstances. How did I create that circumstance? From past history, my past assumptions. He's told me on many, many, many occasions about a story when he was a little kid and he had an experience with this orange cat, and my cat happens to be orange and white. And I was holding that, but I wasn't aware of it until I had that experience. So I'm not going to try to change him. I'm not going to have a big thing about it. What I decided I'm going to do, and what I've already started to do to shape my reality, because it is uncomfortable. I don't want him to come over here and, not have a good experience. And I don't want to think that when he does come over here, that the only way he shows up is like annoyed by my cat. So I decided how I'm going to shape my reality is, instead of imagining what I don't want, I'm going to put my focus and attention on the love of what I want. And what do I want? Harmonious, healthy relationships. Not just with him, but with my cats, with all my friends, with anybody that is in my life, in my world. It's just a decision. It's a choice. Now, does that mean that other version of me and the other version of him goes away? No. That annoyed version of me still exists. But when I take my attention and awareness off of that version of me, now I automatically, just naturally, it tells me what version I want to focus on. And that's how we shape our own reality. And that's your power. So, where is my attention? That's all you ever have to ask yourself. That's what creates your reality. That power is flowing through you, as you, and you could mold it and shape it into any desire as long as you stay indifferent to your thoughts, your feelings, understanding they're not real. They're just showing you what you're assuming to be true. And when you're willing to look at that honestly, you can shape it consciously by choosing, intending. Just assume it, whatever it is, fill in the blank. Remember, put yourself in the center. Think of that divine mind as a circle, and you're at the center, and every desire, source, infinite intelligence, God, just says yes to you. It's only giving you what you say yes to, though. So say yes to the harmonious relationship. Say yes to the more money. Say yes to fulfillment. That's how you keep your focus and attention on the end versus seeking out there for proof and evidence of your fulfillment. Because that's your thoughts and feelings are always changing. What's going on out there is always changing. But what is changeless and eternal is your awareness of being, your oneness of being one with the higher power, with your source. So put your focus and attention on that. And just watch how many magical things happen. And yeah, I recommend this book, The Magician's Way by William Whitecloud. It's so powerful. It's a story. It's about golf, really, but it's behind that is all about the magic that we have within us when we awaken it, when we remember it, when we choose it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your lovely comments. Thank you for liking and sharing the video and for subscribing to the channel. And until next week, see you soon.